Alright, I'll have to check the stream audio though.
Alright.
Just make sure people can hear me, cause yeah, it wasn't until 6 minutes last stream so you could like really hear me.
I think you should be good because that was around the time I upped the desktop audio, so you should be fine. So
yeah, I think I'm good. Oh,
alright, so you're gonna have to tell me what's been going up now. Like, what's the new drama between Ace and Rob? Like, I think like from what I'm gathering so far, because I listened to his latest video on the way home, and it still seems like he's in the right. That's just my opinion.
So you saw the fandom video or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw that too. From what I gathered from it, it just seems like when he joined back, hang on.
When he joined back in the group, he started, calling out names, which, yeah, I saw that part yesterday. Well, the day before yesterday, he was calling out people. Which, isn't that the whole point of that group, is to... what I don't get about that group is everyone has a big mouth but no balls. I'll be quite honest when I say that. And I don't even post in the group just because I don't want, like, I stay, like, this is how I go. I basically lurk in the group just to see, like, what Rob's up to and shit, right? But I don't post because I don't want to be associated with a lot of the people in that group, because I think a lot of the people in that group are a bunch of nuts, bunch of crazy kooks. Just it's cancerous. But no, it's just like a bunch of loudmouths that have no nuts. When they get someone like Asa in there, that's gonna throw punches at them because they threw punches back at them. They puss out.
Yeah,
that's what I gather from it, but
for anyone that might be joining us that has no idea what we're talking about, just to summarize, so this guy named Silent Rob, he sort of had this video editor named Drunken Punk, and he was also friends with this other YouTuber named A Salieri, and basically Punk edited a couple videos for Rob, and he kind of asked Rob for, like, not a whole lot, just like a little money, like throw him a $5 or
get some beer money and shit.
Yeah, and Rob had been supposedly dragging him on for 7 months, and Punk kind of got tired of it and talked about it on Ace's stream.
Yeah, and I'd be a little bitter if I was promised money, I'll be honest.
Yeah, and then a bunch of shit happened, and yeah, basically a bunch of people got angry over $5, but...
Like, so like, in Ace's video kind of came out, like, his latest video, it kind of came out like a little, like, like, it seems like some new drama started after he uploaded that video. What's the new drama between Rob and Asa right now?
I don't know. I mean, this was the first that I've heard of anything going on, really.
Like,
from when I was watching his video, from what I can connect, it seems like when he joined back, he found a bunch of people talking shit about him. He confronted them about it, and they either didn't really want to talk about it or apologized or really wanted to argue with him, like that one guy.
I know he was going after Arbiter in the group.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, yeah, that guy really showed his true colors, and when he for the past 2 days, I'd keep up and see if he was gonna reply to Asa at all, and he did not, not whatsoever, the whole time. Which it's like, okay, I listen to Arbiter's streams and he talks like he's a big tough guy, and okay, you're gonna be a puss when it comes to someone like Asa. Like, Asa's from what I've seen, you know, he could be pretty cool if you talk to him. Like, sure, he's gonna beat on you a little, but jeez.
Yeah, Ace is a pretty reasonable guy, it seems like.
Yeah, like, sure, he might beat on you because you did throw punches at him, but come on. Yeah, I don't know, like...
Would you still say you're a Silent Rob fan, or?
Like, this is his thing. This is Silent Rob's thing. He just gets into drama. His just whole YouTube career is drama after drama, and it's been like that since I've been a fan of his for like 5. I've been a fan of his for 5 years, and it's been like that for.
I mean, just in the past year, it seems like he's always like. People used to be cool with, he has problems with for some reason.
Yeah. He seems to be getting into unnecessary drama. There's like he blows up over nothing from what.
Yeah, like the easiest way to piss him off, it seems like, is to call him a meth head.
Yeah, or just like Razor Fist in that Hey Pit podcast episode where like they made like Alpha made a backhand, like an underhanded like comment about, you know, meth heads and shit. All you have to do is just laugh at a joke that may or may not be pertaining to him. That's all you have to do to piss him off, and it's just like, dude, you're better than this. Like, or at least I think you're better than this, you know? You talk like you're better than this.
That is a little bit messed up now I think about it. Because I kind of laugh at some of my friends sometimes for some things, but like... Yeah, well, yeah, I don't like pick on them or make fun of them or, you know.
Yeah. And then he has all the right to go off and make fun of, you know, irate gamer or something, you know. Not that he's done it in years, but still, just the fact, you know, the fact remains, you know, he can make fun of anyone he wants, but when it comes down to him, oh boy.
But it's funny how, like, $5 has come full circle.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't around for the $5 thing. That was, like, at the beginning of his career, so... His quote-unquote YouTube career. Like Asa or Rob have, a huge fucking, you know... Anyways. Yeah, so, like, we're gonna have to dig around, like, in the Face Destroyers... Facebook to see what's the latest. Because I know Rob has posted some pictures in the past few minutes.
Yeah, he posted, like, Asa admitting to his, like, alternate accounts in the group that he doesn't want to reveal. Yeah,
well, when you're getting banned for trying to fucking get down to the bottom, you know, trying to get even with people, you know. Of course, you have to go down that route.
Yeah. But also that drama stream from the other night has been re-uploaded.
Yeah, I was listening to that on the way home too. Finally get to listen to it in its entirety.
Yeah, same. I'm curious to see how they made up at the end of it.
Yeah.
Just like a big thing.
Well, they kind of yelled at... I'm eating right now, so... But, no, at the end of it, they're just yelling at each other, essentially, and... Basically...
Well, they didn't make up on stream?
Well, I'm probably near the end.
Yeah, that's what I've heard, that they, like, made up by the end of the stream.
Yeah.
But the part of it, they're just fucking yelling at each other.
Yeah, they feuded for one day, became friends again, and now they're feuding again. Yeah, they became friends for 2 days, and now they're feuding. That's crazy.
Honestly, I don't really know why you kind of forgave Rob anyways.
Oh, who, Asa?
Yeah, because Rob did kind of a shitty thing by just randomly attacking his wife, too.
Yeah, and his wife has nothing to do with it.
It's kind of like... Rob kind of like broke one of the golden rules of insulting somebody. It's like, you don't involve their family.
Yeah.
So it's like, if if I had a problem with you, you wouldn't want me talking about your wife or kids or your
No,
mother
I
or
wouldn't
something.
be talking about, you know, I wouldn't talk about your family. I don't know your family, like, at all, so it's just like, what's the point, you know?
Yeah. 'Cause, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say, like, Ace's wife is a supermodel or anything, but it's like, I mean, I don't care about his wife. Like, if he's happy with her, that's fine, you know?
Yeah, like, yeah.
And she seems pretty cool from what I know about her. She seems pretty into video games. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, this whole drama. It's just, what the it started over nothing. Literally.
Yeah. But at the same time, I guess you do kind of have to fault Asa for sort of reigniting it again, because he was the one that, like, reignited it, because it seemed like everyone had forgiven it.
For the most part, he was still trying to get, you know, he still has, you know, he even said, like, when they went, like, in that post where Rob said we're cool again on Face Destroys United, you know, Rob seemed pretty cool with Asa just going after, you know, the fans that did him wrong, you know, so, from what I read. Yeah, Rob seemed like, yeah, as long as you're not attacking me again, that's fine, you know, just like, oh. That's basically, like, it's not word for word, but that's basically, like, what I got out of it. But,
yeah, I mean, I guess he got mad because someone flagged one of his streams, but...
Yeah, I think that was the main point of that video, is he got really mad, he got mad, you know, a little...
Because he can't live stream anymore.
Yeah. Well, it's because of all that drama now, you know, going on. So.
Yeah. Oh, well, I guess.
And here we are, we're just complete outsiders, complete no-names, talking about silly stuff like this.
I don't know if I'm exactly a no-name or something, like, like, Black Metal Gamer recognizes
me.
me.
That whole circle, like, I'm a no-name. Like, I don't...
Yeah. I've seen you, like, post once.
Yeah, and, it was like a Cad Warden related thing, so I'm like, okay, I'll partake a little in this, you know? It wasn't some, like, rally cry for the alt-right or something, or just... It's like, yeah, I'm not a part of that, like, I'd rather, dude, you know what, I don't, like, have, like, super left-wing views. I may have some things here and there, but it's just like, at some point, so when I really think about it, I'd rather be called an SJW cuck than a fucking associated with, like, the alt-right or something, you know? Like, that's just my thing. Like, I don't want to be associated with people that are on the same wavelength of Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold. You know who those are, right?
Yeah, Columbine.
Yeah, because that's every time I hear the alt-right people talk, that's the first thing that comes to my mind, at least. But yeah.
I kind of thought of a fucked up thing I could say about Arbiter, but I don't know if I want to say it or not.
You could say it if you want. That's up to you.
I don't know. He almost. He almost reminds me of, like, one of those two guys from Columbine.
No, yeah, no.
I mean, just by his looks, at least.
Well, and his alt-right ideals kind of don't help his case.
I guess.
But I've been waiting for him to post something, like, super, you know, political, you know, on the Face Destroyer, so I can say, okay, Eric Harris, calm down.
Oh, wow. Now. You'll probably get banned for that.
I don't care.
Hey, would you dare me to, like, type in the group page, like, Ace Allier did nothing wrong, and see if I get banned or not?
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. Probably not a smart thing to do.
You do have, you know, somewhat of a presence in that group, even if it's, you know, You still interact with some people, right?
I mean, I'd obviously be joking by the way I'm saying it, but I don't know, they might not take it as a joke.
Yeah, it's pretty heated right now. This challenge.
So anyway, what happened to you the other night, man? You left me.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Like I had my had the girl over. Well, this is my ex, so now you can call me an SJW cuck. You have full room. No,
this is Todd in the shadows.
You what?
I said, who are you, Todd in the shadows?
No,
friends.
No, me and my ex are still friends and all. Like, I have no issue with it. Like,
well, actually, you wouldn't be Todd in the shadows unless you were like living with her.
No. Well, she's still on the lease, so she could still live in the house I'm renting, but we don't live together.
The first one to grab 10.
But anyways, continue.
No, we just hung out, and afterwards, I don't know. I just didn't feel like getting back on. I guess I just did my own thing for the rest of the night.
You could have told me that, man.
Dude, I'm an ass when it comes to that kind of shit. I'm not really good at keeping like, you know, contact. You know, like you kind of have to like remind me you exist sometimes. Like, not that I, you know.
True. I guess I'm like that with some of my friends.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just kind of become more antisocial over the years. I blame college for it. Because, like, college, you're not in class as much.
Yeah.
And, even when you are in class, essentially, you don't really have time to, like, talk to people. You basically have to shut up and take notes and stuff. Otherwise, you know, you won't do good in the class. So,
yeah.
And then after that, you could pretty much like go home, or you could stay and like chat with people or something. But honestly, given that choice, I'd rather just go home. And yeah.
That's how I feel with work. I become very, you know. I don't know. I'm like a huge introvert, so like when I'm done like with work and shit. And my buddies want to go out to the bar or something. It's just like, I don't want to go to the bar after work. That does not sound fun.
You did the other night, though, apparently.
Yeah, like I'll give in, you know, but it's just I'm done with this level. I don't feel like doing the second freaking crystal challenge with Hunter.
All right.
I'm gonna check the face destroyers and see what's going on. So
no one showed up.
Been insulting my fans. No one likes it. Then blocks me while he re-uploaded the streams he did. He said he would take down. Now do you guys see why I yelled at him? Law, what a bitch.
Yeah, I just kind of find it funny how, like, he went from, like, being pissed to being cool to now being pissed again. It's just not like, I don't know, he's not like, what the fuck, why are you doing this again or something? It's just like, yeah, this guy's a bitch, like I said. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's sucking Rob's dick.
I mean, that's kind of thing with any fan base, I guess.
Yeah, but it's pretty bad in his fan base. And then, like, yeah. And then like, especially, like, Ace is pretty much right about, like, Rob, like, listening to his fans to a T. It's like, I've always thought that way too before that. It's like, why do you oh god, I keep burping. Having the hiccups, but it's just like he does listen to his fans like a little too much. He like lets them dictate his thoughts, and that's yeah.
Yeah. Well, sorry, I thought I was about to burp, but I guess not. I guess in other news, so last we streamed, I did mention I was going to check out a video game store, and I went and did that yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's not a bad little place. A little different from what I was expecting, I guess. It's just kind of like it. Well, it was like a it's sort of like a one store split into two. Like one half of it is like Magic the Gathering type stuff.
Oh yeah, just
and then the
like
other half of the store was like video games.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there are a bunch of tables and stuff, and apparently they have like events and stuff where people play Magic and other shit.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't know if they have like any video game related events. They do. I don't know, that might be fun to attend.
Imagine they'll do like Smash Bros and shit.
Yeah, because they had like tables and stuff in there too, and they had a bunch of systems set up, and yeah. You could also rent games from there too, which is kind of interesting. I don't know if you could like take it home, or if you just had to play it there or something, but that's cool.
Yeah.
And they had a pretty good selection of stuff, like Dreamcast, and there's some NES, Super Nintendo, you know, stuff I can't get locally at like GameStop or whatever. And I suppose he had pretty fair prices. Like the lowest is $3 for something, which isn't too bad.
Yeah, I stopped going to. I have 2 game stores in the town I live in, and they're pretty good and all, but I don't know. Like, it's to the point where I don't go to them anymore because it's the same thing every time I go in there. That's the thing. Like,
they don't have like new inventory.
Like, if I want to spend $100, then yeah, they'll have new inventory. But it's like no, just I look like the store. My favorite store, like the store I would mainly go to would have PS1 game. Like they moved to a different like building essentially. So in the old building they had like a PS1 section, and I'd be always looking there. And in this new building they're in, they don't have a PlayStation 1 section. Like you have to ask them to pull out like boxes of PS1 games, in their back room, and it's just like I don't want to do that because it's just like A, it's like a hassle. 2, you're gonna get those just those looks of just if you didn't find what you wanted when you were looking, you're just gonna get that look of hate on them. Because they had to.
Like I gotta put this box back.
Yeah, exactly. No, but that's the thing. These fucking game store owners are so fucking privileged or whatever. They're just they think putting a box back of games is the end of the world. It's like, well, sorry you didn't have what I wanted. Get some new games.
I mean, the guy who was running the counter, he semed pretty cool.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong.
I mentioned it was like my first time there, and I probably wasn't gonna buy anything, which I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't think he's too pissy with me, but
yeah. But no, I just.
Although I did wind up getting some games while I was up in that area, surprisingly to myself, because there's actually a little establishment, I guess you could say, next to it. There's like an antiques thing. I don't know, they just had like a bunch of random junk all over the place.
Yeah.
But they did have some games, and I got a few.
That's cool.
Which, lucky for me, I guess, they were doing this sort of moving sale, because apparently they're moving into another building across the street from where they are. So some of their stuff was like 50% off, and others was like 75%.
Yeah.
So, I got a pretty good deal out of the games because of that.
What games did you get?
I got a bunch of PS2 games. I got 3 of them. I got Amplitude, SSX Tricky, and this game called Cold Winter.
Nice.
Are you aware of what Amplitude and Cold Winter are?
No, not at all.
Okay, Amplitude is it's a very interesting rhythm game. It's a sequel to like Frequency. It's like you control this little ship and you shoot the notes that come on a different track and stuff. But as opposed to like Guitar Hero or something where it's just like one track with one note, it's like you have several tracks with several different notes and you switch between tracks to turn on and off certain tracks of the song. So like the vocals is one track, the drums are one track, and so on. And it gets pretty crazy, man. Like that's not a rhythm game for casuals. That's for sure. And Cold Winter is a old school first person shooter. It's actually pretty good from what I played so far. It reminds me of 13. I don't know if you've played that gem either.
No, I haven't.
Well, it's sort of like that, but it doesn't have like a comic book art style like 13.
Yeah.
It's like you don't have regenerative health, you got body armor and stuff, and you can pick up objects and you can choose to drop them or throw them and stuff. It's really interesting. You can also craft items too, which I was surprised to see. Like you could craft lockpicks and stuff. I was like, wow. This is some modern stuff it's got in here.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out then. So I do like some first-person shooters.
And it's exclusive to the PS2 as well. So is Amplitude.
Well, that's a good warning because obviously first-person shooters on the PS2 aren't the greatest, but I'll still check it out.
It seemed fine to me, like no performance issues, but
yeah, no, I'll definitely.
And you should consider checking out 13 as well, even though it does end on a cliffhanger, but whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I guess if you wanted, you could just find out how it ends in the comics, but I'm too lazy for that. So you're almost about done with the second homeworld, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm at the boss right now.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm at the gate right now. I'm gonna eat my boiga. Yeah, I was too lazy to. I'm too lazy to cook tonight, so I stopped at McDonald's before I.
Oh, McDonald's, why?
I know, I'm hating myself, but
I kind of got conned into eating some of their chicken nuggets over the weekend.
Dude, the chicken nuggets are like the best thing there.
I guess so. But reason why is because you might have heard about this, but this past Saturday, McDonald's is doing this special promotion for Rick and Morty. They're bringing back the Szechuan sauce for like one day. And yeah, I wanted to like try it and stuff, but we didn't get the sauce. And there's a good reason why. It's because McDonald's, in their infinite wisdom, put the sauce in like select McDonald's, and in a select McDonald's there were like 15 packets to like a city of 300,000 people or something ridiculous. I know. And you know, people got mad over it and shit and wanted to boycott McDonald's. And
did people like fucking get in huge groups and just start yelling at
yeah, and then did you see that one video of that one guy that just like stood on the counter and was shouting for Szechuan sauce? And
yeah, that's a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
Over sauce that might not taste that good.
The Rick and Morty fan base has attracted some retards, unfortunately.
Well, the Silent Rob fan base attracts retards, so.
Okay then. So I guess you don't want me linking your streams in that group ever, especially after this one, huh?
Like if you all of a sudden have a vendetta against me, and, you know, look what
I mean,
Polygon Jumper said.
Look at this piece of shit, guys.
Look at what this autiste said. His name's Polygon Jumper. He's a retard, obviously. He plays nothing but Spyro. He must be a scaly.
Oh god.
He also plays Ratchet and Clank. He must be a furry also. Yeah. I can just imagine the insults I'd get. And you see, I'm not afraid to insult myself, even though I'm none of those things, but still.
I already know the sort of insults Rob would probably throw at me if, like, he ever had a problem with me. Like, I'm socially awkward or whatever. Like,
yeah.
I already know that, so.
No, like, I don't care, like, it's whatever. Personally, I'd probably not want that, you know, that sort of attention, but, you know. Like I said, if you have some personal vendetta against me, you know, if you ever have one against me, you know, my streams are gonna be here.
Bro, if I had a personal vendetta against this other guy that I talked to on there, like, I could get him into some shit too.
Yeah.
It was like, during that whole, when that drama stream from Asa was going on, like, he had messaged me, and then I, like, messaged him, like, hello, I saw your message on his stream, and then he talked about, like, how he had called Asa and talked on the stream and stuff.
Yeah.
But then, like, when I went to bed, like, I woke up and got all these other messages where, like, he screenshotted him messaging Rob, like, oh, you're a piece of shit and all this stuff, and, yeah, like, he had to, like, deactivate his Facebook for, like, a little bit or something, because he didn't want to, like, get banned or whatever.
Yeah.
So, like, all I'd have to do was just, like, post those screenshots in the group, and
there you go.
The fans would be after him. But I mean, he seems like a cool dude, so I don't see the point in doing that.
Yeah. If
we're supposed to play Borderlands 2 together at some point, so.
Oh, nice. Well, if my channel ever picks up traction, which I highly doubt it ever will, but I need to start uploading more videos in order for that to happen. But
or streaming more regularly, I guess.
Yeah, one of the two. But if my channel does pick up traction, well, word will get out at some point, you know. So.
Yeah.
Either way.
Same for me, I guess.
You what?
Same for me, I guess.
Yeah. Is there anyone in the chat on here? I haven't really checked.
Nah.
No.
No one showed up. It's just me watching, I guess.
Yeah. I know one multiple dude. He comes in here. I wonder what happened to the other people. That one stream we did like a while back. You know, where it seemed like we got like.
YouTube has been pretty bad about notifying me of streams recently, at least on mobile. Like, I don't know how it was before on, like, desktop and stuff, but mobile, they used to push notifications, so it's like if you got a notification in the Facebook group, you know, it'd tell you, and YouTube was like that. It'll tell you if, like, someone you had turned the little bell on, they tell you, like, they're streaming, but now it's like they don't tell you. You'd have to, like, be in the app and, like, go through your subscriptions to find out. And now they have, like, this little activity tab, which kind of helps, but, I mean, I just want the push notifications back, because I still wind up missing streams and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I don't really watch streams when they're happening, but,
I mean, yeah, I don't really, like, watch a ton of streams anymore anyways, but, I don't know, it's at least nice to know that I could join one if I wanted, or just be notified, you know?
Yeah.
So, TGX still doesn't trust me.
He doesn't trust
even though Yeah, because like even though I have him on Discord and I'm like one of his streamer mods, like he doesn't trust me enough to like call me and be on stream, you know? Because he said that to me in his past stream. Because I'm still sort of a stranger to him, which I understand. Like I could be a fucking troll and, you know.
Yeah.
I could pull a PewDiePie on him.
Look what you said about Jews, TGX.
No, not even that. Just drop the N-bomb or something.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by pulling a PewDiePie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like I haven't caught up with any of his like streams in a while, so I know he was streaming the Legend of Spyro games, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, now he's on Dawn of the Dragon. I think he might have finished it with the last stream.
Oh no, he's entertaining in his streams. It's just like I don't know. He kind of like does underhand. Not now I'm coming off as a hypocrite, but he does like underhand jabs at people. I've noticed in his streams. Very subtle, like, you know, he doesn't really say the name, but if you really dig deep, you can really know who he's like jabbing at, you know.
You got an example? Or do you not want to get into that?
It's been a while. Yeah, it's been.
One thing I know is that they're just like has a sort of intense hatred towards Sly 4 and Sanzaru games.
Yeah. And I could be wrong about the underhand jabs. Like that was like a few months ago. So
I don't know.
I haven't really gone back and listened to his past streams to really say. So I could be completely talking shit.
Well, I watched his GTA review today. Which, even though it was old, he had re-uploaded it, and I just kind of played it and just sort of listening to it and stuff. It wasn't bad. And apparently, like, I guess he's become self-aware of, like, some of his skits and stuff.
Yeah.
Because, like, in his redub at the very end, like, in the actual review, he's doing, like, a shootout with the game or something for, like, the last minute or so.
Yeah.
And then, like, the very last thing he says, and this is, like, his redub talking, and it's like, what the fuck was wrong with me in 2015?
Yeah.
Yes, I thought that was kind of funny.
I think the less skits reviewers do, the better.
I suppose we could get into a little It's Tail Time or whatever, just because it's been a while, but I mean, I don't really have much to say, but that little It's Tail Time Discord I was in got deleted, so it's kind of gone. Yeah, the creator of it, who I think was Classy Quinn, like, he got bored of it, and so he just deleted it.
Oh, okay. I have not been on that site in months.
No, not the actual site. It was the Discord server.
Yeah, I know you said that there was a Discord server for that, but
yeah, like you could still find the post to the link to it, but the link's probably dead now.
Yeah. Like, did anyone talk in there at all, or like I know you?
We texted each other, but we didn't like get on the voice chat. That's kind of like most Discord servers, to be honest. It's just like people don't really want to get in the voice chat and talk.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's okay.
Huh. So, like, what were the conversations that would go down in that server? Just
all I remember is mostly Gex Up and shit.
Yeah, just like remembering.
And I feel like part of that was due to like Radon joining at a certain point.
Okay, was it like remembering Gex Up essentially, or
kinda, but
or just like the whole drama surrounding his leaving?
Yeah, drama around his leaving and stuff, and his videos being re-uploaded. Like Quinn thought it was kind of fucked up that OCG did that. And I was just like, whatever.
I don't see how it's fucked up at all.
Because, like, Gexup didn't want those videos to be public anymore.
Yeah.
And it's kind of going against Gexup's wishes, but... I mean, I kind of feel like fuck Gexup's wishes, because...
Yeah, his,
you know,
the way he went out was kind of a dick way.
Yeah.
And regardless if he wanted his wishes to stay, you know, true, it's not gonna happen. You know, we live in the real world, you know.
This is the internet. The internet doesn't forget. Or when you delete something, it's never truly deleted.
I think I'll just hang out here for a while and soak up a few.
If there's one thing, if there's one good thing Radon did,
where did Laura go?
was be that crazy fanboy and save his videos.
Yeah.
I think I've finally come up with a way to access the Dragon Worlds from the Super Portal. This power.
And I kind of like looked up on some of the past It's Tale Time people, like on YouTube, just kind of seeing what they were doing like a few months ago. Stendu hasn't uploaded anything in like several months. Last thing he uploaded was a Power Rangers movie review.
Yeah. I know he, around the time when Gexup left, he kind of went a little... He disappeared for a bit, and like he like made a video like kind of breaking down and shit, kind of like,
yeah, it's just like he removed the It's Tale Time site and then like made that video and brought it back up, and
yeah,
now I think it's gone again because no one was using it.
Yeah, I know Hanu's still doing stuff, if you remember him.
Yeah,
he's still doing he's doing Let's Plays, and it's just like whatever, you know. I used to. And, he can be good sometimes.
Yeah, and Retro Kaiser, he's uploading videos. Actually, he's doing like I think Shmup October, whatever it's called, and he's like uploading a new video every day of a different shoot 'em up game. Yeah. It's like a review.
Huh. Yeah. Well, obviously Zook Star left, but.
Yeah. T. McBee left a long time ago.
Yeah.
And, Gaming Beast, I think he still uploads.
Yeah. I never... He was never really that much of a presence on there in terms of a content.
Yeah, it seems like he was pretty much all D&D streams or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm not into that, honestly. Like, I wouldn't be against playing D&D, but I don't really want to watch other people play D&D.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot better when you're actually playing it. It's one of those things.
Have you ever played D&D?
Yeah, I've played it.
How much fun was it?
You have to have a lot of imagination when you play it, because you're making the story, you know, like the Dungeon Master kind of gives you the setting, you know, gives you the scenarios, and you're the one that has to make those scenarios come to life, essentially, you know?
Yeah.
You know, it's basic, you know, it's storytelling with numbers.
And dice rolls.
Yeah. But it's your story, so you can do whatever you want, you know, as long as the dice rolls roll out in your favor, you know?
Yep.
So, but yeah, no.
So what do you plan on? Oh no, you're the dragon to do. That's right. What am I talking about? I was gonna ask like, what were you gonna stream after this?
I need to get a Up Your Arsenal review done. I need to start doing that, so I might be streaming Up Your Arsenal next.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking, like, it has been a little while since you uploaded a video. I'm like, oh, my multiple dudes here. A bit empty in this chat, huh? Yeah, you don't say, man. Yeah. What's up?
I've been streaming for about 40 minutes now, so...
Yeah, we've just been talking about whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a new person, Roger Garcia. Hey, dude. How's it going? Oh, and I'll try to stay longer than 5 minutes this time. Cool.
Oh, it's all good, dude.
Yeah, I understand if you're like busy or whatever, you know. Oh,
Pull up the stream on my phone so I can
Good.
see the chat.
what's so good, Roger? Yeah, thanks for joining, guys. How's it going? We're both doing okay, I guess.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Like I got home from work like an hour ago, so just chilling out, playing some Spyro.
Spyro's good. That's what. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Comes down to this. There's only one more thing I can teach you, and like all the best things,
Definitely
it doesn't
once
come
I
cheap.
think
The head bash move is very simple, really. All you
I've
must
never
do is
played
jump
Spyro.
and
Well,
press the triangle button.
I highly recommend it, my friend.
Yeah, me too.
If you're
Like
into,
the original PS1 trilogy, at least.
Yeah.
After that, it's a little different.
It's all up and down, mainly down.
Yeah, unless you talk about the Legend of Spyro series, that's a pretty solid series overall. Of course, good luck getting down the dragon, I guess.
Yeah.
So, I've been watching, like, the best English dub for an anime ever recently.
What's that?
Ghost Stories.
Goat stories.
Yeah, Ghost Stories. You never heard of this anime?
No, I don't.
Oh, this is fucking great. So, the story goes that, like, Ghost Stories was originally... Oh, hang on, the multiple dude says... I barely remember anything from these games, funny enough. Haven't played them in years. Yeah,
Holy shit.
I didn't play them until... I hadn't played them in several years until, like, last year, September. But even then, I still, like, remembered a bunch of stuff from when I was playing, because, I guess I'd played them so much. So, in terms of, like, re-remembering stuff, I didn't really like to replay them, but I just kind of wanted to replay them to have, like, a finer opinion of the series, I guess.
Yeah, like I've been playing this like these games like non-stop since for the past like 4 years since I started actually collecting games. So
I played Ratchet and Clank when I was a small
I
kid.
can see you've learned the very
Oh,
I didn't until I was, like, young adult, pretty much.
yeah, Ratchet and Clank's pretty badass too. I do have game reviews on that series. Definitely need
Yeah.
to get started on my Up Your Arsenal review.
Yeah, you should maybe go check out his reviews of the first and second game. They might interest you, Roger. Shameless plug. But anyways, I guess I'll get back to what I was talking about, which
Yeah.
is fine. So, Ghost Stories was this popular manga, or manga, however you want to say it, in Japan, and because of it, it got turned into an anime.
Yeah.
But the anime bombed in Japan and only lasted like one season, 20 episodes, which is pretty short for anime. And this was like in the early 2000s, by the way. And in a desperate attempt just to get the show to sell, they gave the rights to a Western studio, and in an attempt to spice it up, like the studio said that there were two restrictions with the show. The characters' names had to stay the same, and the general plot of the show had to stay the same. But anything else, they could basically do what the fuck ever they wanted.
Yeah.
And they did what the fuck ever they wanted.
They basically turned the story up on its ass.
Yeah, they turned what was like an average ghost hunting show into just like this black comedy ghost hunting show. It's pretty hilarious at times.
Yeah, just fucking turns the thing into just a crazy mess.
Like one line from the show that I can repeat is like, "You can't cancel the sports festival. One little retarded boy has his heart set on it." It's just like shit like that.
Yeah.
There's even more ridiculous shit that gets said that's kind of harder to explain. But yeah.
Alright, the grand finale. We're gonna fight Ripto.
And we're just gonna watch the Ratchet and Clank reviews.
Hell
cool,
yeah.
dude.
Give me some more views. Shit.
But yeah, if you ever watch an anime, you have to watch the English dub. Because like if you just watch English sub, it's basically just like the original show, which is boring and average.
Mm-hmm.
But the English dub actually makes it interesting.
Yeah.
And it's probably a rare thing for anime. Like that shit probably wouldn't happen nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting.
Shit, I'm fucking up on the boss fight already.
So like, are you gonna start up a new game immediately after this, or?
After this, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna 100% the game. Like, I might go back and like, I might go back and stream this game again, like to officially 100% it later on. But I don't think I'm gonna do it like right away, you know. Definitely 100%ing this game will be in a separate stream. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. At least I got one hit on him.
What the fuck is with Hunter up there?
No, he's flying.
He's flying around dropping power-ups.
Have you not ever noticed that? Have you never noticed him throwing power-ups at you?
Maybe he's not throwing them, he's shitting them out like a bird.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
I can't tell.
I don't even know anymore. Come on. There we go. I know the speedrunners, they glitch into Dragon Shores and get the Super Flame power up for this fight.
Oh, you can do that? Cool.
Yeah, like that's how they beat this fight. Is they glitch into Dragon Shores and then they glitch into the Super Flame and fight the final boss of that.
Did you know there's already speedruns like Cuphead out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't really surprise me at all. Like,
I mean, yeah, but still, it's
like,
kind of interesting.
Speedrunners will speedrun anything. Like, well, you know, we'll do anything. And that's the kind of sad thing about speedrunners, though. It's just like they don't even give the game when they first come out the chance to be played. You know, they automatically run to beat it, you know, real quick and not like actually sit there and enjoy it. It's just like,
find ways to break it and shit.
Yeah, it's just like, come on, just enjoy the game, you know, while, you know, for a week before you start, you know, officially doing it, you know. Kind of doesn't ruin it for anyone, but it's just like at least get some satisfaction out of playing the game, at least, you know.
Yeah. I mean, you do have to be a little bit insane to, like, be a speedrunner.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you just do the same thing over and over and over again.
Oh, I missed that jump. I gotta restart the game, you know, and sometimes they miss the jump, like, at least 20 times at the beginning of the game.
So I know one guy who, last I checked, he had, like, the world record for, Battletoads on Game Boy.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Bye, I have to go to sleep. I have to get ready for school. Bye, take care, and good night. Alright, good night, Roger.
Yeah. Well, we shall see you again, hopefully.
Yeah. It feels like they do it quickly for the attention.
Yeah, it's that's probably another, you know, a lot of the bigger speedrunners, probably. Well, it's just like, you know, they could play the game how they want, but it's just me personally, it's like, if I was a speedrunner, I'd at least want to have a...
Oh, Roger subbed.
Oh, cool. Thank you, Roger.
Yeah, thanks.
Go sub to Roy Teal also.
Yeah, sub to my channel, I guess. I typed in the chat, so I said hi.
Yeah, you could chill your channel out too, so don't worry. You have free reign to do so. My permission.
Welcome. Thanks. Someone else will do.
Anyone can chill their channel out on here. That's fine by me. Now I sound like an ass for saying that. I don't know. I sound like an ass saying that. You could chill your channel out on my channel if you want. You know, just, I don't know.
If you want to shout out, you gotta donate to me.
Yeah. You gotta go into the super chat.
That Rob invented.
Yeah, he invented it. He programmed the super chat in the YouTube system.
That was another thing that kind of bugged me with that Rob thing. Like, reading some of Ace's DMs.
Razorfist uses the super chat. Any big YouTuber uses the super chat. Like, every big YouTuber. Because it's a way to make money.
Yeah.
Anyone that can use it will use it. It's just not Rob. Rob is not the only one.
Cause like reading some of the messages Rob said in Ace's DMs, it kind of sounded like he felt like he invented that whole Silent Rob versus the internet thing.
No,
like,
a lot of people do that kind of format.
I know people have been doing that for years.
Yeah, like Ace has done that a few times actually. Ace is, if anyone's stealing ideas, it's Rob, because Ace has always
and last year I watched a guy do that, do the exact same thing. So it's like, it's not your idea, man.
What about these reaction YouTube channels that are dedicated to making videos on reacting to other videos? Like, people have done this for years now. Rob is not the first one to do this.
Riptos. Yeah.
Fuck that
It's
guy.
okay, he'll be back for Enter the Dragonfly, magically.
He'll be back for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'd better. They'll be missing me in the Dragon World.
And when you beat him in that game, he's just like, "What? You beat me?" And then the game ends like awkwardly.
Oh gosh darn it. I guess you win.
Yeah, exactly. And then the game just like kind of like ends awkwardly, you know, the credits start rolling and it's just like, what?
We want you to keep the gems as a reward for
I beat him.
Wow, thanks. Sparks, can you grab him?
Alright, we beat Spyro 3. I mean 2. 2. Whatever.
You ain't got to 3 yet.
Maybe some other time. I'm a little burnt out on Spyro. That's why, like, my past few live streams, that's also another thing, is, you know, I get burnt out on... I've been getting burnt out on games, like, easily. Like,
Oh no.
I guess I've been feeling burnout on games. I'm not gonna pull a Gex up now, don't worry. Like, I'm not gonna pull a Gex up and be like, you know what?
This is not a hack or drama.
Who's what?
This is not a hack or a drama.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you probably need to, like, take a break from games or something like that.
Yeah.
I can understand. I don't know, at times I almost feel like I get that sort of burnout, but I don't know, I'm able to quell it somehow.
Yeah. Well, and it doesn't really help that I play the same games over and over again. Like, I'll play the Spyro games, and then I'll play the Ratchet and Clank games, and then I'll, you know...
More Spyro. More Ratchet.
Yeah. Might be a little autistic when it comes to that, but... No, I've been actually started up a new profile, like a new save on Fallout New Vegas. So I've been playing that and actually enjoying myself, enjoying playing games. So.
How far are you into it?
How far am I into it? Well, I have I'm playing on the PC, so I have mods. So like, I'll be doing like, you know, quests that are mod related. But, no, I just got out of Good Springs in that game, so the starting town.
Cool. I haven't played that game yet. I've just played Fallout 3. I would have maybe played it by now, but the PS3 version is just ass from what I've heard.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's as bad as it sounds, I'd definitely stick with like I'd definitely buy a 360 and get the Game of the Year edition for that game, or the complete edition or whatever.
For what?
For New Vegas on like 360 or something.
Oh yeah, don't need it on PS3.
Yeah. Well, actually, 360 should be cheap by now. So, and I know you don't get a lot of money yourself, a lot of spending money, so you have to spend wisely. But
yeah, like I spent like $750 on the 3 games I just got recently.
yeah,
I was hoping to do like $6 just to make it more even, but she was like, no, I'm already doing a deal on this stuff, so I was like, alright, that's fine. Plus I didn't want to seem like really cheap and stingy, wanted to haggle over like $1.50 or something.
yeah. This is not a hack or a drama. This is real. I'm quitting the internet.
So in recent news, I guess, you heard about all the stuff with iDubbbz?
No.
What, do you not follow him?
I have no idea who that is.
You don't know iDubbbz?
No, not at
He's
all.
one of the biggest YouTubers on here, man.
I have no idea who that is. I don't follow like the big guy. I don't follow the big guys for a reason, so.
Unmeltable dude subscribed to me. Thanks, man.
Nice.
But I don't know, iDubbbz is pretty cool. He's not like arrogant or a piece of shit or anything.
Uh-huh.
He's kind of edgy humor and shit, and he's intelligent too, though. Like his content cop videos, like they're basically he reviews other YouTubers and stuff, and like how they can improve their content and shit.
Oh, he does like what Asa does, like reviewing a reviewer.
Yeah, pretty much, but sort of on a smaller scale, I guess. Like, Ace's videos seem to be, but I don't know. His can be like 30 minutes too, like the past one. But I never follow big guys either. Yeah, it's a multiple dude. But yeah, he recently did a content cop on this guy named Ricegum. I don't know if you know him, but
no.
Well, he's a piece of shit YouTuber. And yeah, he did a 30-minute video critiquing him and stuff, and really, you know, roasted him pretty much.
Yeah.
And at the very end, he had a pretty fire diss track, so which is kind of rare for iDubbbz because he's not like a very musical person. He said himself, so
yeah,
that was like a surprise. And, you know, Ricegum responded, and just today, actually, which is pretty quick for iDubbbz, he uploaded a 15-minute response video, and further just, you know, shit on Ricegum.
Added more fuel to the fire.
Yeah, pretty much. But, yeah, iDubbbz has kind of built up this reputation of, like, being a career ruiner. It's like... do you remember Leafy is here?
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that guy.
Yeah,
that's
so
one big YouTuber I remember.
Yeah, so you remember how he was like really big last year and growing like exponentially?
Yeah, you couldn't
Like-
go without, like, even if you never watched his stuff, he'd show up in your recommended, like, list somehow.
Yeah. And then like iDubbbz did the content cop on him, and then it's essentially like destroyed him, and now he's like his channel's dying, even though he's making like at least 500,000 views on a video.
Yeah, he's
Like-
falling into obscurity now. No one talks about Leafy.
Yeah, no one gives a shit about him
Well,
anymore.
and even without that guy, Leafy would have fallen into obscurity anyways, because his style of videos were doomed to begin with. You know, like
His
people would
videos
get
suck.
well, people would get tired of it. You know, the people that think he was edgy for saying the shit he
But
said. But
I mean, his videos were just boring to begin with. Like, I
just-
tried watching his videos like twice.
Yeah,
like none of some of his non-drama videos. Like his drama videos were the only ones that were kind of entertaining. But
yeah, well,
I don't know if it was really him or just the drama. But
Yeah, well,
Like,
all he
I
would do is
watched-
like talk over like him playing Counter-Strike or something. You know.
yeah, like the two videos I watched were the one that I think he deleted, which was the one, which is how I first I think found out about him, which was when he got called out for making fun of an autistic guy.
Yeah.
Tommy NC, I think that's what his name was. And then the other one was like, it was a video on this band called Little Big, which is a Russian band that I knew about that's actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
Man, I watched both those videos and I can't tell you a goddamn thing about them, honestly. Like anything he said, or it's just like, so forgettable. The only thing I can like remember to say about one of those videos is like with the Little Big one is that like it seemed like he was taking it way too seriously. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if he was playing it up as like in a joking way, like he didn't understand a joke, but he really didn't, or if he just outright didn't understand that they were just a joke band or whatever. That's all I really remember with it.
All right, so I'm gonna end the stream real quick and then start it back up, just so, because I'm gonna be playing Up Your Arsenal now. So.
Hang on. I tried watching Leafy before everyone hated him. I thought I was the only one who hated Leafy. That certainly changed. Really, it did.
No, a lot of people hate that guy. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna end the stream real quick. It'll be right back up. So I'm just changing
Yeah,
games.
so
The
stick
title's
around and
the
milk the
title's still
dude.
gonna be Riptos Rage, still, but because I'm too lazy to change it right now. But I'll change it when the stream ends.
How dare you?
How dare I be lazy?
I trusted you, Polygon Jumper.
Trust you. Alright, I'll be back. Well, we'll be back in like 2 seconds.
Later.
Alright, we're back. With not Spyro 2 Riptos Rage. So we're gonna get people in here. If more people join, they're gonna come into a Ratchet and Clank stream when I'm playing. When they thought I was playing Spyro. So
You're gonna get bamboozled.
they're gonna get bamboozled. I'm the one enjoying playing a different game. They could have came into the stream an hour earlier and could have saw me play Spyro, but they chose not to. All right. Yep, so Up Your Arsenal is a interesting game for me. It's the last game in the PS2 classic trilogy, count that being, you know, the first game, Going Commando, and well, obviously this game. It's the last game in that trilogy that I played. I've played Deadlock before this. So, if that tells you how far in, you know, I am you know. Anyways, so I'm not a huge fan of this game. I love it. I like it. It's a good game. It's fun, but there's just something about it that's just I don't know. It just doesn't rub me in the right way. It rubs me in the wrong way a little. I feel like this game's a little bland in some areas. And obviously this game was rushed a little. If you've listened to the developer commentary on this game, it's pretty, you know, they basically clarify that fact. During the development of this game, they thought this was going to be their first clunker. So, anyways, yeah.
That wouldn't happen until Secret Agent Clank.
Exactly. Secret Agent Clank came in and saved the day.
Did Insomniac make that one? I don't think they did.
No, that was High Impact Games, I believe. Let me just grab the case.
Well, you mean the same people who made Size Matters?
I believe. No, it's okay. So let me. I have both those games on PS2. So, okay, yeah, no. Size Matters was made by High Impact Games, and Secret Agent Clank was made by Sanzoru Game Incorporated.
Sanzaru?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh my god. No.
Are they associated with shit?
That was terrific.
I guess. Like, Secret Agent Clank is shit, right?
It's pretty bad.
And apparently Sly 4 is bad according to like TGX and some other Sly fans. So I don't know, maybe.
Was Sly 4 made by Sanzaru?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Yeah, so, okay, well, the connection is made. Sanzaru is to us like LJN is to the AVGN.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't played either game, so I really can't say, but... I mean, honestly, if I had to pick one or two, I'd probably pick Sly 4, because...
Well, at least Sly 4 is playable, from what I can tell.
Yeah, and Sly 4 seems fun, at least in the gameplay department. Like, I think TGX and the other people's big problems, like, with the story, which...
My thing is, like, sure, story really can make or break a game in some aspects, but as long as the game's fun, and that's all that should be, you know, that's all that should matter. Like, you know, I guess if you're, I like the stories in Ratchet and Clank, but I don't get that invested into them, you know? Like, they're...
Yeah. Like, this kind of brings up a interesting topic my friend and I were talking about a little bit earlier before this stream, but he kind of asked me, like, what do you think is more important, gameplay or story?
Gameplay, because if there's no good gameplay, you don't have a good game.
But even if you have even if the game, but the story's great, you'll still stick around with it.
Maybe.
Right?
If the story's good and the game's shit, I'm probably not going to stick around with it still.
You'd probably rather watch a video of it on YouTube or something.
Yeah, I'd rather just get the story elsewhere, you know.
This must be the Galactic Rangers.
Hey, look, it's a
Yeah.
Hey, Sarge, you can have my gun.
Most important part, JK.
Yeah, it's definitely gameplay for me. Do I have the game on... What setting do I have it? Control, third person? Okay, lock strafe. There we go. Ugh, it's inverted.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
I think I had to fix it too when I first played it.
I have no issue with, you know, the third person control scheme, but, you know, if this is an improvement I do like about Up Your Arsenal is the lock strafe feature. It does make the gameplay a little better, but I just feel like the guns in this game really have no real punch to them, if you know what I mean. Like, I just feel like I'm not really doing anything to the enemies in this game.
Let me guess. That's somebody?
More like you're shooting fish in a barrel or something like that.
Yeah, or it's... Yeah, exactly. Just... there's just doesn't seem there's no like really
the nitro launcher against that vehicle.
the impact that the guns make don't really feel that great. I don't know, and that probably has to do with how they did the leveling system in this game. You know that there's 8 levels instead of 2, so like.
Oh yeah, each weapon has like 8 levels or some shit.
Yeah, it's well 5 to begin with, and then there's 8 if you get buy the upgrades in New Game Plus. But yeah, just, I guess how the level and they didn't have too much to work with in Going Commando, because they could easily balance out the weapons in that game, because there's only 2 levels in the base game. In New Game Plus,
Multiple agrees that it's unsatisfying.
Yeah, like in Going Commando, like the weapons all the weapons, even like the worst ones, feel satisfying. And in this one, they just kind of feel very just weak. They feel like pea shooters half the time. Like right now, they feel like the shotgun right now feels satisfying, but when we get near the end game, I'll use the gun, this same gun, and it just won't feel as fun to use. But in Going Commando, if I used the same the shotgun in that end game, it would still feel useful. It may not do a whole lot like on the final boss, but like on the regular enemies, it'll feel satisfying. It feels like I'm still doing something, That's my biggest gripe with this game, and I feel like those when we get to the second planet, I feel like a lot of the levels in this game are really linear. Like, let's look at the map here. Like, look at this. Where's the branching paths? Like, sure, I'm comparing the first level to the whole series, but when we get to the later levels, it just feels like most of the levels in this game only have just one straight path, and then you get to those defense missions where you're doing those commando missions where you have to go to towers and shit and activate them, and I've never liked those.
I remember at least with the very first level, not this one, but the actual first world you go to, that's pretty linear.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. It's just there's not a whole lot of branching paths. Like there is in the first, Ratchet and Clank 1 and Going Commando. You see, I'm kind of reviewing this game. I'm giving you a teaser for what my review will be. Which, whatever.
Yeah.
It'll still be fun to make.
Get back in there, trooper. We've got a planet to save.
So, something that surprising that kind of happened recently was this YouTuber that I used to watch, he kind of he had disappeared for a while and randomly popped back up again recently.
Who's
so I guess that's kind of cool. His name's Royal Gilly. And his channel is Team Royal Gaming. He used to be a Call of Duty commentator.
Oh, okay.
So, but the thing about him that made him was he'd talk about weird shit, how to fap or how to get laid or some dumb shit like that. So yeah, that kind of made him interesting. He just talk about weird shit like that. But then, his parents found his channel, and they didn't really like what he was doing.
Oh, this is when he was younger.
They're making an argument. Well, yeah, it's not only, what his friends and family members would think if they found his channel or whatever. I think their biggest point was, in terms of, getting a job and stuff, if they look him up and find all this stuff, it might be hard for him to get a job or get into college or, stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess,
Yeah.
I don't think it's...
So, he kind of had a thing with his parents for a bit.
Yeah.
And then, he just didn't upload for, 2 years, apparently. And then, out of the blue, he just live streamed a bit. And then, now he's getting back to making videos, apparently. To be honest, I kind of forgot about him until he just popped up in my sub feed. I'm like, oh yeah, that guy exists, right?
Yeah, like, do you ever think Gexup would ever make a comeback? Just, I know it's probably never gonna happen, but do you ever want? Do you just get that feeling that he might do it one day? You know, just kind of not do.
It's possible, I guess, because he does seem pretty bouncy back and forth like that. But I don't know. I think he's pretty done at this point.
Yeah, like he basically had his time in the sun essentially. So it's
yeah.
I don't know. I'm just.
I think he realized it was just best to move on at this point.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The guy was like almost 30 anyways, so it's.
No, he wasn't almost 30. He was like 25 or something when he was last doing stuff. So I mean, he's like, he's not middle-aged yet, but I don't know. He's not spring chicken, I guess. I don't know. Plus, I mean, I think he's busy with the military now anyway, so it's not like he can do that if he wanted to.
Regardless, like, he has no time to do videos.
But at least there's his brother, I guess.
Oh my, no, that's not on the same wavelength. Like, I checked I remember you telling me that his brother had a YouTube channel, and you linked me it, because I wanted to see what it was all about, and it's just like, yeah, there's a little autism there. And not to say that Gexup didn't have it. I don't know, like, just the obsession with Splatoon is not like I like Splatoon, like I enjoyed the game, but yeah, I think his obsession is a little too out there. He's freaking making Gary's models of Splatoon characters, and yeah.
Nah, Jeffrey seems alright.
No, I shouldn't say he's an autiste, but
I mean, I know a certain Gex fan you could make that sort of argument for, but I don't really want to like get into that because kind of friends with that person, and
don't do that, man. Like, if you're friends with the guy, don't.
And plus, they seem like a nice person, just very, I guess, very passionate about what they like. That's what I should say.
Yeah.
You know. That's really all I'm gonna say. But I mean, yeah, I am friends with, like, some people in the Crash fan base, I guess you could say. They're, like, big Crash fans and stuff, and I'm not so much, like, I mean, I like the series and stuff, but I'm not, like, obsessed with it, you know? Yeah. I'm not, like, in love with it. But, I don't know, they all seem pretty cool, too. One of them is sort of, kind of big, I guess. I mean, he's bigger than you. No offense.
That's not saying much.
I think he's got like 7,000 subs or something like that. Good old Jeremiah Isaiah.
Well, he's most definitely bigger than me with 7,000 subs, so like,
yeah.
Like, I don't care. Like, I know I'm small. Like, if I get 100 subs that are consistent, I'll be happy. I'll be a happy man, you know. 100 people, you know. That's you know, if you can make it to 100 people watching you consistently on YouTube, then you've, you know, basically made it in today's YouTube.
So then I've made it?
Oh yeah,
so I have like about 150.
Oh yeah, you've made it.
Yay. I think most of them are dead, but I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, so, alright, we're on this level. Like, look at this. It just, when you really look at it, there's like barely any branching paths. Like, this whole level kind of goes around in a circle and then go over here.
I still kind of think it's a cool level, though.
Yeah, like,
it's like
the levels in this game look, well, I don't know, like, did you watch that video with that guy kind of like...
Nah, I haven't taken time to.
Oh yeah, well yeah, basically like, and that's another thing he brought up, that one guy.
gaming
he
Brit.
said, yeah, like he said like the color palette in this game just seems really bland.
To change to a different
Like
button,
in Ratchet and Clank 1 and 2, there's like
enter the options menu and select
there's like, you know, the color palette, like, I don't know, I'm not an artist, so I don't really, can't really.
It's like rainbow colors.
Yeah, like, no, like, this game has color in it, but the colors don't, like...
They're not bright colors?
Yeah, they just don't, like, shoot in your face, you know, like in Ratchet and Clank 1 and 2, like...
Pop out?
Yeah, exactly, they just don't pop out, like, they're just kinda... they're kinda just there, you know? Yeah, like, there's...
I guess so.
This game's always looked kind of just meh to me. Like, the level looks cool and all, like, but in terms of, like, the graphics and stuff, they're just very, eh. It doesn't look... But what?
But at least you got the plasma whip, right? That's cool.
Yeah, no, that's cool. The plasma whip in this game's really cool. The fact that they could get something like that working on a PS2 is pretty amazing. That just goes to the show the talent at Insomniac. But, like,
to perform a high jump.
I don't hate this game. It's a Ratchet and Clank game, so it's automatically good, for the most part.
Yeah. Of course, it doesn't apply to every game, like size matters.
Well, size matters can be good times, but that game has some just flaws.
Yeah. Totally.
Oh, the nanotech. When you level up your health in this game, nothing the screen doesn't get, like, everything on screen doesn't get annihilated too. It just, you level up and you get your health back, and that's about it. Yeah, that's another thing. I'm completely bashing this game.
Speedrun it.
I've never understood how to get that trophy over there.
What trophy?
That one over there, you see that gold thing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know, God, the trophies on the...
I've done it before.
On the Phoenix, yeah. I don't know. I tried 100%ing this game at one point, but some of those...
There's like a secret passage or something you gotta find at that building, if I remember. And you like climb your way up or something.
Yeah. I guess I've never cared enough to do it.
I guess I looked up a guide or something. I can't remember. So, you know, it's getting close to the end of the year, I guess.
Oh, this year's gone by really fast.
Your armor and wrench attack has been greatly increased for a limited time.
Totally has. Have you played any games from this year?
No.
I only played
really
like a handful.
If that tells you anything about gaming in 2017.
Oh.
No, actually, no. My roommate, he just bought Injustice 2, so I've played that.
Oh yeah, I played that at a friend's house too. It's not bad.
No, it's pretty fun.
I kinda hate that it have a suicide
game. It's a fighting game with guilds. It's a fighting game with loot.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's loot in it and stuff, like really?
Yeah, you can join guilds like in an MMO, and it's like, what? In a fighting game?
But yeah, I just kinda don't like how they got rid of the original Joker, and it's like that Suicide Squad Joker.
Yeah, they got like Suicide Squad Harley Quinn in there too.
Yeah. Kinda lame, but whatever.
I'm not a superhero fan anyway, so it doesn't really, I'm not really that invested in it, so it's whatever. I just play, I'm just in it to play a decent fighting game.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I sorta am like a superhero fan or whatever. I don't know, I've seen like pretty much all the Marvel shows
Yeah.
on Netflix. Except Iron Fist, because that one sucks, apparently. Like, poor Iron Fist. They have miswrote his character.
Yeah.
Like, it's a poor representation of Iron Fist, apparently.
We have company.
Like, the guy they got to play Iron Fist can't fight for shit. He's not really buff looking, he's a little bit scrawny for, like, Iron Fist, and...
Yeah.
He just gets his ass kicked a lot.
But, sir...
Yep. Because recently I'd seen all of Jessica Jones and the Defenders. Because I had seen all of Daredevil and Luke Cage, and the only thing I needed, well, personally I felt I needed to watch was Jessica Jones, which I hadn't yet, so I watched that and then Defenders, and yeah. Defenders, I'd say, is good overall. I guess in hindsight, like the big reveal of what the bad guys were after or whatever was kind of a bit dumb, but I don't know. I thought it was still enjoyable. It's at least on the same level as Avengers, I guess, even though I haven't really seen that. Where it's just like the fact that these characters are interacting with each other is interesting in of itself, you know?
Oh shit. Yeah.
Oh shit, indeed.
Yeah, I like these platforming sections in the game, though. These are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Even if they are linear still, but...
But of the characters in Defenders, like, Iron Fist is probably the worst character.
Yeah.
Because, like, out of the four, the three of them are okay with this certain plan that they have, and Iron Fist is, like, the only one that's not okay with it, and he's gotta be, like, a little whiny bitch about it. Like, dude, shut up. And then on top of that, he, like, gets his ass kicked by Daredevil, who's a blind man.
Jeez.
Like, he's the immortal Iron Fist. Because, like, if in the comics, for reference, I guess, Daredevil and Iron Fist have faced each other, but in the comics, it either ended one of two ways. It either ended in a tie, or Iron Fist won every time. So, Iron Fist was like a force to be reckoned with in the comics, but in the Netflix series, he's kind of a joke.
Yeah.
As one of the characters would say, which he actually said about Iron Fist, and I think that's an accurate representation. Oh my gosh, it's Quark. He's been raised by monkeys.
Yeah, that's one thing I do like about this game is that I like the
humor.
The humor and the story arc of Quark, how he kind of goes crazy. And then, like, yeah, then you basically, like, have to get his memory back, and then he takes credit for everything, like he always does. He's still his same old ways, even though you basically, you know, bring him back to, you know, relevance.
Good old Quark.
Yeah, what an asshole.
But we still love him. Okay, so you haven't really played any games that came out this year, but what, like in general, what would you say the best game this year is?
I gotta, like, I'll just have to say Injustice 2 since that's the only one that I've played.
No, I don't mean like released in 2017. I mean like just games that you played this year.
Oh,
like even if they came out in like 2000 or whatever.
Oh, I don't know. Like I've played a lot. Like I don't know.
I guess for me, so far overall, probably have to go with Stranger's Wrath.
Yeah.
And second to that, probably like Max Payne 3.
Well, he thinks he's a monkey.
Both pretty awesome, in my opinion.
Yeah, I still have to give Max Payne 3 a try just to finish off the series.
Yeah. But 2018 is going to be a pretty crazy year for gaming. All the games that are going to come out.
Oh shit, Silent Rob's streaming, so he's probably bashing Asa in it. I'll have to...
Welcome aboard Phoenix, gentlemen.
Yeah, Silent Rob versus Mega Man 10.
Yeah. Well, you know who's streaming? I am. So, who gives a fuck?
You're not getting any super chat money though.
I'm not big enough for super chat yet.
Yeah, you need like I forget how many views, 1,000 or 10,000 views on your channel before you can do that.
Yeah.
All I know is I can do it if I wanted to, so that's cool, I guess.
One of these days I'll come off my fans, but for now, I'll just be cool with you guys.
Yeah. Well, but I guess I have played a few games from this year that were released this year. Well, I played Injustice 2, like I said. A little bit of Horizon Zero Dawn. That's pretty cool, too. And, I also played the Stranger Things game on my phone.
Yeah.
Which that was pretty good for a free game. It was like a old school type of RPG sort of game.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you run around and solve puzzles and stuff, and you recruit new party members who have different abilities and stuff, and yeah.
Alright, so hold that
You could
thought.
like explore the town and collect stuff.
So hold that thought. Another disappointing thing that I discovered in this game was that there was no spaceship combat. And what led me on to think that there was spaceship combat for whatever reason was if you activate the ship vendor on the Starship Phoenix, you can spend bolts on, you know, customizing your ship. And I'm like, oh, that's cool, you know. You can customize your ship. There must be spaceship combat in this game. You know, beat the game and no spaceship combat, but I guess I can have a purple ship for whatever reason. Spend 500 bolts on, you know. I could spend, you know, 4,000 bolts on the nose of my ship. That will do nothing in the long run. So, I was pretty saddened by that fact. Even though most people hate the spaceship combat in Ratchet and Clank 2. Which I've never understood why, because I think it
I don't remember hating it.
Like, no, like, I've noticed this, like, if you watch a lot of people, like, that'll talk, that, you know, will review Ratchet and Clank 2, they will, you know, when it comes to the spaceship part, they will just, you know, either be kinda underwhelmed or just straight up hate it, and just like, what? It's not like it controls bad whatsoever, like, for me at least, I've had no issue, you know? Like, sure, like, they throw you into it, you know, unprepared, you know? I get that, and you're kind of weak when you first started out, but for the most part, it the combat's very, you know, plays just fine. It's not the best thing ever, but it controls well enough.
We're hosed.
Yeah. One thing about Ratchet and Clank 2, that's like been so far. It's been the only Ratchet and Clank game I've gotten the Rhino in. The other ones that just haven't bothered with it.
Yeah.
I think I got the Rhino. Either that or I got the armor. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I think I got the Rhino. No, I think I might have fucked up and got the armor instead for some reason.
I mean, like, I remember you telling me you've never done the New Game Plus in the Ratchet and Clank games at all, so...
Yeah. Just because I'm cynical with my games.
But it adds more hours.
Yeah, but it's just like, got other games to play, man.
Yeah.
There isn't really much different. Oh, of course there were a trophy for it. My dumbass would probably do it anyway.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know what it is about trophies.
Add a lot of new stuff. They do add a lot of new stuff to the New Game Plus to make it, you know, worth playing through the game again, you know? Like...
Yeah.
Like, they don't just, you know, throw you back through the game. Unlike Ratchet and Clank 1, where they just kind of have very minimal stuff, like, up your arsenal, and going Commando had at least have a ton of shit to do afterwards. But yeah. But yeah, Dr. Nefarious. Yep. My only gripe with Dr. Nefarious is that Insomniac really loves him, and I get it, he's you know, funny and stuff, but it's just like, come on, just use him once and let that legacy, you know, be it.
So overrated, man.
Yeah, he's not like overrated, he's just overused, you know, just like, oh, he's...
Yeah.
They could have found a way to like bring Drek back or something, you know? It's like at least something other than Nefarious, you know? Because in the future,
didn't Drek like die in the first game? Though,
you killed his ass in the first game. Like, there's no coming back from being blown up.
At the Gadgetron armor vendor.
I guess it could have been Quark. Oh no, it's spoilers.
Yeah.
Now, I saw some of the guys at Oddworld had this little presentation going on at a video game con in Europe, and watched some of that video, and sounds interesting from what they said about the new one coming out.
They got a new Oddworld game coming out?
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Alright, it's been nice watching, but I've got some other things I want to do. Smell you later. It's fine, I'm multiple dude.
Thanks for popping in.
Have a nice night. Thanks for subbing to me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, thanks for watching, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, but anyways, the new one, Oddworld Soulstorm, is essentially a remake of Abe's Exodus, but it's actually a lot more than that. It's like...
Do they, like, add more to the story and shit?
Oh yeah, it's almost practically like a different game entirely.
Yeah, like a reimagining.
Like what all they plan on doing it.
Is it a reimagining essentially?
Yeah, even more so than like New and Pasty, which was like familiar in some ways, but different in others.
I heard like the gameplay's a lot faster in that game. It's more of just a platformer than a cinematic platformer.
Like, you know how in the original Oddworld game, it was like you have one screen that has a bunch of stuff on it, and then you
it's an endless stream in that game, right?
Yeah, it's more like a 2D platformer in that sense.
Yeah, it's just a straight up platformer than a cinematic, you know, very
methodical.
Yeah, you have to plan out each room.
Yeah, well, Soulstorm, what they're doing with it is they're essentially doing what they originally envisioned with the game. Because, you know, with the first Oddworld game, they had like 2 or 3 years to work on it. And they were kind of hoping to have the same amount of time for the sequel.
And they only had like 1 or 2.
Yeah, since the first game was such a success, the studio wanted them to crank one out in like a month, so they had like 9 months to work. I mean, a year. So they had like 9 months to work on it.
Yeah, that's like the sin of having a successful game is like, I mean the curse of having a successful game in the gaming industry is that your publisher is gonna want, you know, the next game out right away because their mindset is just like, oh, you know, if you can
make money off of this.
Yeah, you guys already made this game, you can make it again, you know.
But yeah, they didn't. They had a pretty short development time, and they had to reuse assets from the first game and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, for example, the enemies and the Gluckins. Essentially just the same model, but they like stretched it and squashed it in different ways to make them look slightly different.
Yeah.
And of course they were wearing different costumes and stuff. Like one was dressed like a general and whatnot. But with this new one, they're like completely redesigning them, making them look different. Like they still look like Gluckins, but they look completely different from each other. It's not just like they copied Moloch each time. Like they each have their own unique look to them. And even some other stuff, like the story they're gonna change. Like in the original Exodus, the brew wasn't really flammable, but in this one it is going to be flammable because like they couldn't really pull off what they wanted to with brew on the PS1, but because of limitations. But since they don't have those anymore, they can do that in the new game. And so now brew is flammable, so that's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
And there's even some big gameplay changes. Like it's vastly different from like the past Oddworld games. Because you know how if you go by like the perfect good ending, like you saved everyone. You know, Abe saved all these people, right?
Yeah.
So that's what that game goes with, and so you have like apparently all the Mudokons that you saved from the last game, which in the last game, New and Tasty was like 300. So essentially, you have like 300 Mudokons that you kind of have to like manage and tell them what to do stuff and whatnot. So it kind of turned into like partially RTS, I guess, or something like Lemmings, I guess.
Yeah.
And there's also going to be like an inventory system where you can like pick up items, you can like combine them into stuff. Like you could take let's see, it was a fire extinguisher, a lighter, and something else, and you could turn it into I think it might have been brew. Yeah, I think it was a fire extinguisher, brew, and a lighter, and you could turn it into like a flamethrower. So, yeah, this game's shaping up to be pretty interesting.
Yeah, so now we're on the battle missions for this game. So, like the basically tower defense kind of missions. And I don't know, I'm not a fan of these. Like, they just feel like
busy work.
they just feel like that since this game has a multiplayer like feature tacked onto this game, it feels like, oh, here's what the multiplayer's kind of like, you know? So I don't know, it just feels very, yeah, I don't know, I'm just not a fan of these. And
I kind of like them.
Yeah, they're alright. Like, some of them are. Like, in the later levels, some of them are pretty cool. Like, the one where you have to, like charge your way up to, like, a little base and, like, blow it up, blow the turrets up. That was pretty cool. Or, like, you're driving around in a huge battlefield and stuff. That's pretty cool, I guess. I don't know, they're kind of... I'd rather just have, you know, just a straight up level, you know, than these, in all honesty.
True.
I'd rather have a more expansive level than a, you know, straight line with busy work.
True. But, Psychonauts 2 is also shaping up to be pretty cool.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I saw a pre-alpha video of it recently, where they showed off some of the gameplay.
You think it'd be, like, close to being done by now, but I guess it's Tim Schafer, so...
Yeah, I mean, the way I look at it, they're, like, putting a lot of work into it. Like, it looks pretty phenomenal just from what they showed, to be honest with you.
Well, I'd rather them take their time. I still need to play the first Psychonauts. I can get that on Steam for dirt cheap, so...
Yeah, just wait for like winter sale, guarantee it'll be $1.
Oh,
just buy it then.
Oh, yeah.
Though recently, like, I think on Humble Bundle, it was like free. But, I mean, honestly,
well, Humble Bundle,
when you could just pay $1 for it,
it's still,
doesn't
yeah,
really
when
matter.
you can pay $1 for 4 games, yeah, it's free. Because Chad Warren wiped his ass with $600.
You know, I haven't really seen a bunch of Chad Ward and stuff, but I know about him.
He was back in, like, I discovered him later, but he only made those 2 videos, and that's about it. Like, he
only made 2 videos?
Yeah, he was a troll, so, like, he's like the ultimate troll. Like, I've never seen anyone troll as hard as he did, because he made those 2 PS3 videos, and he made a stir within the whole community at the time. And he vanished after he made those videos. He vanished. He did, like, I remember there's like one other video, from his old channel, that him showing like $600 on the table and him just like throwing it outside or something, just showing that it's nothing to him, and he's showing off his Cadillac, his caddy.
I guess that's why he's a legend or something.
Yeah, he just, he did those 2 videos, and people now know he was trolling, but it's just like, it took years for people to figure that out. And he's never came back, he's stayed, he made it his legacy.
Almost like this thing that I watched today, which is about apparently the greatest Street Fighter 2 player ever.
Yeah.
He just randomly showed up way back in the day. He beat like the 2 best players at the time.
Yeah.
Like every time they fought him, and then there was an official tournament, and he like wiped the floor with both of them and won the tournament. Then after that, he just disappeared. Never played Street Fighter 2 again.
That's the best thing you can do at that point. 'Cause sure, like, he might be really good at the game, but what are the odds that you're gonna beat some of the best that are actually dedicated to that game, that.
But in the video, they did catch up with them, and he's still around.
Yeah.
But he's not really playing Street Fighter 2 anymore competitively, especially because he just kind of got bored with it because he kept beating everybody. So he's just like, what's the point?
Yeah.
And he's got a family now, and he's teaching his kids to play video games, apparently. Cool. So, yeah.
Like this turret section right here, it's kind of boring.
Is it like the turret section in Sly 2 with the wall, the dam, whatever it is?
This is a little more entertaining than that because it's quicker and it's. But I don't know.
People say it's a terrible section, but I don't know. I mean, I don't love it, but
I think about Sly 2 is I think a lot of the those side missions where you're like the turret or you're flying a helicopter, like a mini helicopter and stuff. I find a lot of those kind of grating on my soul a little. Like they're just. I want to play a Sly sneaking around,
You don't want to be Bentley or Murray.
Yeah, I don't want to play a fighting game featuring Murray.
Not just Murray, but the Murray.
Yeah. I don't know why Gexa freaking. I never got why he just always said it like that all the time.
Because that's kind of how Murray said it in the game.
Yeah.
Because he's like, the Murray, well, something,
yeah.
With this door.
Yeah.
Honestly, I never really noticed it's like Gex Up was just all doing that, you know?
Yeah, and it kind of became a meme between that community.
Yeah.
It's a surreal feeling playing these games with no sound, but everyone else can hear the sound.
Oh yeah, you don't have any sound on your end, huh?
No, I'm playing it through my computer, so I need, like, if I wanted sound, I'd have to have my a TV set up, which I don't have. I need to find a really cheap CRT TV so I can actually do that, so then I can actually hear the game too.
Oh, excuse me. So, this past week or so, I also kind of celebrated National Taco Day.
Oh, did
by
you?
going to Taco Bell. Yeah, because they had this taco box that was like $5, you get 4 tacos.
Uh-huh.
And those tacos were like the original crunchy taco, a spicy Dorito one, then their other 2 Dorito ones, like Nacho Doritos and Cool Ranch. And it's not a bad deal, I guess, but I mean, honestly, if you're a picky eater like me, Taco Bell's not the best place for you.
Yeah, are you not into fast food at all?
Well, I mean, when I'm a picky eaters, I don't really like vegetables and stuff, so it's like...
Oh, okay.
It's practically embarrassing without vegetables. You know, like a little sliver of meat at the bottom, and then just like these big tortillas.
Yeah.
It's just like, really? I paid $5 for this. But, hey, whatever. They were still okay. But, yeah, well, okay, that's not exactly true. We kind of eat out once a week, my mom and I.
Yeah.
Like on Saturday. But, you know, I don't really eat fast food a lot, like McDonald's or Burger King or all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
Especially McDonald's, because, like, I'd never eat their stuff for dinner, you know?
Yeah.
And even lunch, it's like a poor lunch.
Yeah, I don't eat fast food at all. I only got McDonald's tonight just because I knew I was gonna live stream, and I just didn't feel like cooking tonight. I don't really feel like cooking, so I'm just like, alright, there's McDonald's near my place, so I'll give in for this once. Other than, like, I usually cook my own meals and shit, so, like, yeah. I eat vegetables, so.
Cool.
So my shit is healthy. It's just
yeah.
You know.
I mean, I can kind of eat some vegetables, like, but I'm just kind of weird about it. Like, onions, I don't mind the taste of onions, but I don't like the texture of onions.
I love onions. Like, especially grilled onions. Ooh, oh yeah, that's when all the flavor comes out.
I mean, I like onion powder, but just I don't like actual onions for some reason because the texture. Yeah. I don't know, it's just weird.
I don't know, like a good way, like how I eat vegetables, like I usually don't like the taste of them. Like the best way to eat vegetables is if you like spice them a little, like, you know, add some like spice to them, or like stir fry them, then add spice after you cook them. Like, I don't know, like that's how I usually eat my vegetables, is like stir fried and shit. So, and that kind of defeats the purpose of getting all the nutrients and shit, but oh well, I'm getting something out of them still, even if it's water.
Better than meat, which will give you cancer, apparently. I don't know.
What will give you cancer?
Like red meat or whatever, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's a thing I've heard before, or something.
Well, anything today is going to give you cancer. Just breathing the air today will give you cancer.
Just looking at internet videos.
Going on Face Destroyers United. Nope. What did I say?
Wow.
That was a cheap shot.
Savage tonight.
Yes, sir.
And I'm on, and like I've said before, I'm usually Team Rob all the way, but this time he's just kind of, he's a little bitchy this time.
To be honest, I've been a little skeptical of Rob's character for a little while now.
Well, and my thing is, I think he's letting his ego get to his head, because he does have a lot of fans that really suck his dick. So when you have someone like Asa, you know, that's friends with him, but not sucking his dick, and when, you know, when Asa, you know, does say something that's, you know, critiquing him, you know, that sets Rob off, you know. And I definitely believe it's an ego thing, you know.
Hopefully we never get like that.
Oh, well, I'm a pretty humble person, so if anything,
Same.
like if I were to ever get big, I'd still say my stuff would suck, you know. Like I'm that way. That's just me, like, as a person. I'm a little self-deprecating, so. But I guess that's, yeah, I don't know. It's helped me in the, being self-deprecating has helped me in the long run, I guess. Because when people actually hear you talk, and then they're like, oh, you're not that way, come on now, you know. I'm just like, oh, okay, thanks for boosting my ego a little. Now I think this way of me.
Huh.
So I guess I.
Well, yeah, the earliest I can think of, even though I think it might have been a bit earlier than this, but like in Down Phoenix and that whole thing, he kind of brought it up, but like there was this one time where God, I almost said Gex up.
Yes, yeah.
But when Rob was kind of like crying to his fans about how he needed money for breaks and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and then he'd also like criticize some fans that like either complained about it or didn't like pledge his Patreon or something like that.
Yeah,
like,
I remember. Yeah, I remember that, and I'm just like, no one. You don't deserve. You don't deserve anyone's money. You know, like no
hey,
one.
Rayman.
Like
hey,
no
Rayman 156. How's it going, man?
Yeah, no, the thing, but yeah, no, it's just no one. You don't like when it comes to like making videos on here, like, yeah, it's just, yeah. And then like, I don't know, he'll go off and like complain about how other people will, you know, beg, and then he begs, you know.
Yeah, I think that might have been something like he had complained about people begging or e-begging or whatever, and then he did it.
goes on Face Destroyers United and starts e-begging.
Good. How are you doing? Ratchet 3 is cool.
Yeah,
it is pretty cool. We're doing pretty good. How about you?
Yeah, we're just chilling out, playing some Ratchet 3. I do game reviews, and I'm the guy live streaming the game, so if you're into
this is his channel, not mine.
Yeah. So if you're into game reviews, you can check my stuff out. But yeah, no, just I don't know. I've noticed in the last year that Rob is kind of just thinking, yeah, he just thinks he's like on a higher echelon now. It's just like, when you're really not, dude. You kind of are a has-been a little, you know. You're just.
I'm pretty sure he's playing on PS2, right?
Yeah, I'm playing on the PS2.
Yep. He does have a PS3 though, but he's afraid to take it online.
Yeah, well, I can use my new capture card with it. It's just I found out that my PS2, it can play PS1 games, but it can't play PS2 games. Yeah.
You mean your PS3?
Yeah, on my PS3. Yeah, on my PS3 it can play PS1 games, but not PS2. Which, for whatever reason, I can still make a memory card for the PS2 on the PS3, but it does not recognize PS2 games.
It's not your discs at all?
No, yeah, well, it just says, oh, this format is not supported. You know, it gives me that message.
What does it like? Is it like a slim or is it
it's a slim
fat model?
That's
well, that's probably it.
Yeah, it still plays PS1 games like perfectly fine, but not PS2.
Yeah, that's the thing with like the slim and the fat model. I think is that like only the fat model can play PS2 games.
Huh.
Slim can't.
Yeah. Oh well. I still got a PS2.
Because I think that might have been part of like the overheating issue with the fat model.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Because that is also like why the fat model was so freaking heavy. Because it's just like they essentially put entire PS2 into that thing.
Oh,
and that's how it's able to play PS2 games.
Nice. Well, at least I can, I do have, Tomba 1 and 2, and, well, the thing about Tomba 1 is that it's not compatible, like, there's compatibility issues on the PS2, if you do play that game on the PS2, so, on the PS3 it runs like a charm, so if I ever want to play some Tomba 1 live, well, I do have the PS3 to play it.
Well, at least there are trilogies of the older games.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you could play the Ratchet and Clank trilogy on there, but I don't know. Doesn't that trilogy kind of suck though? Because there's like glitches or whatever.
Yeah, there's like graphics, like in terms of like the gameplay and stuff. Like they're fine, but like there's like graphical glitches and stuff. Like Ratchet's helmet in like Ratchet 3 is like bigger than his like head. Like it doesn't look like it fits at all.
No, Rayman, none of us have PS4. My friend does, though.
Yeah.
Ironically, I have PS4 games, even though I don't have a PS4. Just two, though. One I bought with my own money, and another I just got for free in a giveaway. So...
Well, it is getting late for me tonight. I do have to work in the morning, so...
Yeah, it's getting late over here, too.
Yeah, it's
I have
almost...
school in the afternoon, but...
Yeah, it's almost 12 over here, and I have to wake up at 7.
Dang. Yeah, you probably should get to bed.
Yeah, well, I'll probably be up until 1 watching shit, so...
Yeah, that's how it goes normally.
Probably snooping around on Silent Rob's stream and seeing what kind of drama's stirring up. But no, I hate for the new guy that just popped into the stream to, you know, see me go so soon. But I will be streaming probably. I don't know when.
Tomorrow?
No, probably not tomorrow. I work. Honestly, probably Saturday night I'll stream again. I'll stream Saturday night.
I just woke up. I'm from Germany.
Holy smokes.
Huh. Well, hello from America, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, so, I don't know, if you are still interested in, like, seeing my content, I do game reviews, and I have reviews on the Spyro games, and I'm going to be working on, well, you are seeing the progress of this review for Ratchet and Clank 3, so you're seeing part of the making of one of my reviews. So, but no, I do have game reviews, so if you do want to see more content of mine while you wait for me to stream again, that's something you can watch. But yeah, so I'm gonna probably call it quits for the night.
I will check the reviews and so on out.
Alright, that'd be awesome if you did. They're not the best in the world, but they're still, you know, they're still something. But anyways,
we'll see you Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday night. Well, hopefully, if I have the energy or if I'm willing enough to. You'll probably see me on my weekend, which is Saturday through Tuesday. Sometime through there. You'll probably see me. So anyways, yes, good night, And I shall see you guys soon.
Good night.
Bye.
Later.